Always makes your head bob, doesn't it?
It does.
That's me, Dick Christie. Gosh, I was handsome back then.
That's me, Marla Pennington.
Mr. and Mrs. America.
That's right. And I still like to cook.
And that's me, Jerry Suprian.
Before his voice changed.
Did your voice change on the show? I don't remember.
I don't know. I think it did, though.
I think I remember some cracks and things.
She's fantastic, made of plastic, microchips here and there. She's
Emily.
There's
Sweet
your daughter.
Emily.
There's your daughter.
brings love and laughter everywhere.
I just wondered why Bud Grossman had 2 D's on the end of his name. I just want to say Bud Grossman.
How are the potatoes coming, Vicky?
I'm almost finished peeling them.
Square potato?
Look at your hair, Marla.
I know. I can't take my eyes off of it. Or those earrings, and the print's nice.
It looks like you're going to the prom.
Well, Mary Guerrero did win an Emmy this year for Dancing with
That's
the
right,
Stars.
she did.
Who did my hair.
Of course. Hi, honey.
I always look like that.
Hi, honey.
You won't believe what happened to me at the office today.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
I wonder what happened.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, he'll feel better when he gets it off his chest.
That's right. You always came into the bedroom to console me.
Okay, now what
Yeah, no, you're in the living
Oh,
room.
the living room, yeah.
Well, what are you doing, Vicky?
I'm waiting for you to get it off your chest.
Literal thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Tony? Am I not an electronics genius? Sort of.
Absolutely.
Have I not deserved a promotion and a raise at the office?
Yes, 1,000 times yes.
And not to mention the authority that goes along with it?
Oh, they'd be idiots not to recognize you for what you are.
Thank you. They're idiots.
You mean you didn't get any of the above?
No.
No, 1,000 times no.
Don't rub it in.
Oh, Ted, that's too bad.
That's the good part.
Oh? What's the bad part?
Brindle got the promotion.
Brindle? Next door Brandon Brindle?
That's right. And the worst is, he.
Yes.
Yes?
I remember at the beginning, I was always having to set up programming her. Have to do these lines that she would mimic me afterwards.
That's right.
And I'd be like, oh, she's really cute.
Yes.
And I could.
He got his new
And
raise.
also,
started,
Marla,
yeah.
you were Miss Exposition.
Oh, my first name.
Yeah.
His old wife.
Edie got all the funny lines. You got all the exposition.
And I got to open the door a lot.
You're kidding.
Ted?
Oh, yeah.
Marla, is that your outfit? Or is,
No, thank God.
I was going to say.
No, it's Sandra Baker's.
Didn't you ever reject anything, Marla?
Not really, obviously. I didn't.
got a fire.
Yeah, Jamie told us.
That's Bill
Fortunately, I was
Bogert,
able to put it out, keeping a cool
who
head.
played
Under fire.
Edie's husband.
Yeah.
Good actor.
Amazing.
Mel, it's pretty
He would just
bad.
go for it.
Yeah.
Well, that's my wife's cooking.
Oh, my.
Oh, are you okay?
I'm okay. You're okay.
This is my parrot, Jamie.
No kidding. I thought it was a canary in a Halloween costume.
He's from Mexico.
Hot tamale. How'd the fire start, Brandon?
It must have been with some faulty wiring.
He went crazy with that fire extinguisher. There was just foam all over the place.
Edie, you're so
Brandon, you're supposed
cute.
to squirt it on the fire, not on your wife and child.
It's awful. Our house is all filled with smoke.
I couldn't get the bird's mouth to move.
Gosh, if there's anything that we can do to help, just let us know.
Oh, no. I know what you're both thinking, and I won't hear of it.
What are we thinking?
That you want us to spend the night here. Oh, what a dear neighbor.
Well, to tell you the truth, Bonnie.
Okay, one night, but no more.
No, absolutely not. Not any more than that. We'll just go get a few things.
That no came out of the audition that I did, because in the script it was just no. And so I went in and made a little song out of it.
I remember that.
So that's how it got into the script and my little catchphrase.
That's right. And you worked that in almost every show
somewhere.
Yeah.
Or my, or I mean, I had to copy you several times.
Yeah, just that cadence.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
But Edie, you used to ad lib, and I thought it was great. In fact, one time you did a thing where I think your line was,
Look at it this way.
"Well, I'm so excited," and I think you either forgot the rest of it or you decided to add, and you went, "I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like
And
it."
then we had
And I went down on the floor. I was laughing so hard. And
The Pointer Sisters.
Yeah, that's
had
right.
that song
Exactly.
out.
and they wouldn't let us use
They
it.
couldn't clear it.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
And I didn't sing it.
No, you didn't.
I just said it.
But they
That's
couldn't
right.
clear it. It was just it was hysterical.
Do this to me.
Well, Howard was too cheap to pay for it.
Why don't you fool him again? What's more important is that he's just mean enough to get you
Well, I
fired
think, the
and
license
taken
fee of the
down.
show was
And it's
so
just for one
low.
night.
Yes.
That,
You're right, as usual.
Yeah, because I mean, I did wear some of my clothes.
yeah, most of the money went to Marla.
Well, only the
And your
first
wardrobe
season I
and
had
your
a
hair.
little.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to Ross Dress for Less for my stuff.
Do you guys remember my little Maltese Elsie?
Yes.
Elsie
They
from
came to this-
Chelsea.
Yeah, they came to the
Elsie
set.
had her own
The little
badge to get on the lot.
the little bow in the hair.
Yeah, I used to dress her up. It was sad.
But
So long.
Marla's dressing room was, you couldn't go in there. That dog bit every single person that walked through that door.
The
It bit me.
dog loved me.
It did.
Oh, that
Elsie
dog
loved
bit
me.
me about 100
She
times.
loved you, Edie.
I
Well-
remember playing with her in the hallways in the dressing room area.
Oh, she was fast,
Running up
too.
and down,
She could
yeah.
skitter everywhere.
As you can
I'm
tell,
sorry,
is
that
the
dog was a
sofa.
menace.
Now.
Seems pretty lumpy to me.
Well, you had that big giant bull.
Oh, the Akita.
Yeah.
Fozzie Bear.
Fozzie Bear.
That's right, Fozzie Bear.
Had to have a shoe in its mouth all the time.
Well, yeah, it sniffed people by putting its nose in their crotch.
I kind of liked it.
The only other thing we have to offer
And that
you
dog
is a
stuttered,
sleeping
too.
bag.
I'd bring him on, he would bark, and he would go, boo.
And you do remember that he bit Elsie once.
And if he doesn't
On
look
Halloween?
I'm going to put him in.
I
At my
told him
house.
to. Well, it knew that Elsie had bit me about 100 times.
We
So
do
it,
not want to
Just getting
explode.
back.
No
just getting
way
back.
are you going to be cooking for us. No.
There it
no,
goes.
Oh, I added a few on that one.
Bonnie means after you cook for your family, then she'll cook for our family.
Bill
Well, if that's all settled.
was great. Bill got me started
I
on
forgot my
crossword
bathrobe and
puzzles
slippers.
because he was
That's right, he
he was
did.
always doing the
So I can be
crossword
nice and
puzzle.
comfy
He was the
tonight.
only human being I ever met in my whole life
Would you see
that
if
could
you
do
can
the Sunday London Times crossword puzzle, which is the hardest
In
puzzle.
pen.
And if I ever needed to see you and find you, I'd just look for the guy with the
Or maybe
pencil in
some
his ear.
food.
Sitting down at the kitchen table. Oh, there's Dick. He's got the pencil in his ear.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not fair to rush you with your dinner so that I can cook.
Thank you.
Why don't you just cook for all of us?
Oh, regarding crossword puzzles, I'm often in the New York Times.
Yes, you are.
Crossword puzzle.
Yes, you are.
And people think it's because I'm just so darn popular. But the fact is, I have 3 vowels in my first name.
EDIE is
Right.
It builds a lot of words off of it. So
It
Will
does.
Shorts often puts me in.
I know. I get actress McClurg.
Yes.
I get. I've never seen
Something about just one night?
a Small Wonder reference. You know.
No, it used to be Adams or McClurg.
Enjoy it even
Right.
more then.
And
There's
then
too much smoke
as
even
Edie
getting into the
Adams,
house. We're gonna be
you know,
here for a couple of
career
days.
went away and
Say,
she
where's my
died,
beautiful little
then
bundle of chubby?
it just became actress McClurg.
There was a Ferris Bueller reference. I remember.
Yes.
She better get out, 'cause here comes
And
hubby.
Grace and Ferris.
Yeah. I was in the only time I was there. I was in
I
the
think I've really learned
the,
something from all of this.
TV guide crossword
What they
puzzle.
mean by justifiable.
I used to look for my name in that thing all the time. When's my name going to be in it? It's not in it this week. All the time I look for it.
The bathroom room's all yours. Thanks. You've been practically living in there for 2 days. She makes faces at herself in the mirror.
I taught her that face.
That's your face.
You still do that.
I do. I taught her.
I never could pick that up. I tried and tried, but I
thank
could
you
never
for
do
that.
it.
It's
Thank
a
you.
talent, I'm telling you.
Well, then in that case, you'll have to stay in the bathroom for the rest of your life.
You know, you were so mean to her.
Don't be too sure,
With the dialogue,
Father.
of course, was so
I'm
mean.
not everything any other woman
But-
ever had.
They're really
Mommy.
friends.
Do you? But yeah, I know. But you
Close
know,
friends.
It's gonna turn out
you know what it was like. It was always because there was a show on at the same time, and it was your relationship
I'll say one thing for you,
between you
Harriet.
two. It was
Cause
exactly the
we're
same
good.
as
Yeah,
Fred
he
Sanford
never
and Aunt
can't
Esther.
repeat it.
Oh. Wow, that's
It
a
really
blast
was. It was
from the
exactly
past.
the same. He was always insulting her. You're always insulting.
Oh, from the Sanford and
Yeah,
Son.
Sanford and Son.
Okay, I know there's a lot of shows that I see that they have it, and looking at it now, I see, you know, the connection that
I can do
me
that.
and Emily had, you know, with other shows that have that same kind of,
Love-hate.
yeah, love-hate, exactly, yeah. It's
But
kinda
they would
far
say
out.
the meanest things, and Howard would always say it with a smile. It's just like, it's just the worst thing a child could say to another
Or the
child.
butt jokes. Remember all the butt jokes?
We always had a
after-
butt joke.
Oh, my
Every show there was a
God.
butt joke.
It's been 2 whole days.
I haven't heard
with
it yet.
Harriet.
Oh,
Have
good earrings again.
mercy.
Look at that outfit,
2
Mom.
days. Seems more like 2 months.
Why don't you ever put your foot down and say, I'm not wearing that?
No, it's a I wasn't wearing it. Joan was wearing it.
Oh, you
I did
just
it.
imitated me. Very nice.
Dad looks like he isn't getting any sleep. He walks around the house like a zombie saying, "Why me? Why me?"
Poor father. Mr. Brindle got his newspaper again this morning.
Morning.
Honey, you look awful.
But I feel great.
What have you been doing?
How's smelling?
Mom, he's cracking.
I'm also overacting.
Oh, everything was written for overaction.
It
Yeah.
was. It
Yeah.
was.
Pest control man
In,
about to
in
get
fact,
rid of
Very
remember,
stylized.
if I ever tried to underplay anything, Howard would stop the show,
No
come out, and
subtlety.
he'd say, "What are you doing?
Absolutely.
What are you doing?"
Absolutely.
No subtlety at all.
No.
And why do we bring up now? Do you remember we always would do one show that would not be in front of an audience, and we'd get it all perfect on film, and we would have these little people who were wonderful
Yes.
that would laugh where the kids were supposed to pause.
Well, the little
for
people
laughs.
had to stand in for the kids because you couldn't have a kid stand in for a kid.
Right.
It was against the union rules.
So they would have.
Well, it also meant too much time on set and away from
Right.
school.
And they could be at school.
Yeah,
But then,
so the
but for-
little people are adults, so they could work the longer hours.
Exactly.
I'll go to your room and play with Harriet.
But they would do, and especially Lou, but all of them would, instead of really laughing because it just took too much out of them, they go ha 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 ha.
Well, you remember that, Jerry? That,
Oh, yeah.
That Howard hired. I can't remember what his name was. The little
Lou.
guy.
Lou.
And,
Good
and,
old Lou.
And Lou would laugh, so you kids would
Pause.
know to wait for the laughs.
So when we did it for the live audience later on, you would be prepared.
Oh, that's why I thought he was just in there just laughing so that everybody
No,
else.
that's
no,
why
and
he
he would
did
have
it.
that. He'd have that great. He would,
Yeah, I remember.
In fact, I
him
brought the
laughing.
bloopers that I watched the other night, and in some of the bloopers you'll hear Lou laughing in this staccato thing, and you would just think that he's insane.
well, I remember my publicist came to one of the dress rehearsals, and he stood there and he listened to Lou laughing.
Thanks for telling me the ending.
And finally he turned to me and he said, "Why is the little guy laughing?" And I think that's going to be the name of my autobiography.
Oh, it's no trouble. You just sit yourself down here and I'll put my feet in your lap.
Could my voice be any higher?
Listen,
I'm
But it was
almost in
perfect.
Munchkin land.
I know, but it was perfect.
It was
just go at
perfect.
your house, and guess what? I think the smoke has cleared up.
No kidding?
Yeah?
Good.
Well, I guess you'll be real anxious to get back to your own house and your own bed.
Yeah.
Well, I do miss my electric blanket. And with Brandon, you need one.
Ooh, that was a little too real, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Company insurance, sold me my fire
Well, you guys
policy.
did
Well, yeah,
have
he's
that
a friend of mine.
relationship.
I recommended him to you, remember?
Just say
Well,
the
he
most outrageous
smoked a
things.
pipe,
Too bright.
and that wasn't
Yeah, I
a
love
very...
that.
Oh, that's right.
I love that. He'd sit down, be sitting in the chair off to the side, and I'd walk around him just to get that smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It reminded me of the racetrack.
Golf clubs or binoculars.
I remember I quit smoking. I think it was during this episode because I
You're
was
right, you
smoking,
did. I
and then
remember
I
that.
thought,
I do.
you
The
know what?
picture
There's
is you
kids
sitting in
here, and
jail.
this, and I felt bad, so I stopped smoking.
Right.
And I think that's why I was grumpy for a week.
No.
For a year?
Yeah, for a year. Thanks, Marla.
Yeah, sorry.
There's no possible way they're ever going to find out.
Well, in that case, throw in a fur coat for me.
Listen, why don't we be real good neighbors and help you folks get your stuff together so you can toddle on back home?
Oh, yes, I could even pack you a little picnic lunch to take along.
Oh, gee, that's awfully thoughtful. But, you know, it might not look good to the insurance company if we move back in too soon, Mother. I guess you'll have the pleasure of our company another couple of days.
I thought that was interesting. He always called you mother.
Ted, why don't we
Right.
make some coffee?
I don't want coffee.
Oh, nothing for us either. Oh, maybe a sandwich. Do you have any jambone? That's for him.
Now that's a funny line. I don't
Yeah,
remember the jambone.
Jambo.
Well, it was just written jambon, but I figured she wouldn't know how
No,
to say
that's
that.
Right.
Yeah, you got away with a lot of stuff, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
She had a smile on her
Well, that's
face.
because she was. Yeah. Say it with a smile.
Smart, or am I that dumb?
Or I wouldn't ask beforehand. I'd just do it.
Right. Right.
Shut out, Polly, or we're gonna have parrot for Thanksgiving.
He's asleep.
He's
So hot on the set. Yeah, he's really
Couldn't they wake up
talking.
the bird?
The beak isn't even moving.
He's just repeating what my mother said.
He's dead. The parrot is dead.
It's a ventriloquist.
It's like the Monty Python sketch, you know.
Dad said the fire started with some faulty
That's how low our
wiring.
budget was. We could only afford a dead parrot.
I guess I've got a big mouth. I compute that for your body to be in proportion to your mouth, you'd have to be 6 foot 2 inches tall.
Tiffany has, I guess, started nursing school.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
All right, I've had
Good
it.
for her.
I don't care if it does cost me my job, and don't try to talk me out of it this time.
And Emily
The
is
next sound you
a
hear will
talent
be my
agent.
foot against
Right.
his
She's living in
side.
Connecticut now.
Is she in
Yeah,
Connecticut?
yeah.
I
She
won't
just
change
moved.
my mind.
I was just gonna
She's
say,
got two beautiful
put on your
girls
spiked golf shoes.
who look just like her.
Identical.
Yeah,
Joni, that's
crazy.
pretty sadistic.
Look just like
I
what
am
she looked
so
like when
proud
she
of
was
you.
their
Yeah,
age.
Exactly.
Wow. Lunch so soon? You're quicker than Chicken Delight.
Brandon, we have to talk.
Sure. I finished the crossword puzzle anyway.
Oh boy, what fun. You honey? Brandon, I'll make this brief. This isn't working.
What isn't?
How about going to a hotel?
I wouldn't think of having you and the family go to a hotel.
Brandon, he means you and Bonnie.
Are you asking us to leave?
At least.
How obtuse am I?
Brandon, are they hinting that we have worn out our welcome?
I think he's hinting that he wants to get fired.
Well, let's go, Brandon.
Right after they make those sandwiches.
No sandwiches.
Well,
You know, it's funny, as a writer now, you can see that this actually worked because there was so much conflict between the
Absolutely.
Brendels and the Lawsons.
Way to treat people who nearly lost their lives in a fire.
We're sorry, Bonnie, but it's just impossible for
No,
the
I
four
always
of
loved
us to
playing
live
these
together in
scenes.
the same house.
With Edie and
I don't know
Bill.
how the two of you can live in the same house.
What do you want, Mom?
Harriet, we're leaving. You and your father have been insulted.
But not her.
going, Lawson. But be it on your head if that faulty wiring flares up again and barbecues us in our sleep.
Mr. Brindle, that faulty wiring didn't cause your fire. It was you.
What makes you say that?
Daddy, it wasn't my big mouth that told him. It was the parrots.
Daddy started fire with cigar. Daddy started fire with cigar.
That stupid bird. They shouldn't let those feathered foreigners in the country.
The streetcar named Desire.
Yeah, I did it.
So you told the fire insurance company you were a non-smoker, eh, Brandon?
Well, I guess this would be a good time to tell him the happy news, right, Mother?
I can hardly wait to hear it myself.
That makes two of us.
Ted, old buddy, I'm putting you in for a raise at the office. Who else to have by my side but a man of ability, judgment, knows when to keep his mouth shut in a crisis?
And we can certainly call this a crisis. I'll tell you what I'll do. I won't say a word if you don't hand in those phony claims and you leave this house right now.
You got a deal. Come on, Mother.
What about our things?
And my parrot.
Now, he said now.
Oh, it's been charming.
Billy Pin, all right. Boy, a little Harriet goes a long way. Her talking gave me a cauliflower ear.
I still have no idea what that meant.
I was just thinking that.
They always had you saying things that far too
But you
beyond
said it
your
was
years.
conviction. You know, like you knew it.
Insurance company about their phony claims.
And I'm still tempted to.
But you promised not to say a word.
And I won't. I'll just dial and put the parrot on the phone.
The dead parrot.
Oh, Leslie Martinson did that one. He was a good friend of Howard's.
He was really great to the children, the kids.
He was.
on the
He was.
show.
He
was
really took his
wonderful
time
for
and
the kids,
explained
yeah.
everything to you.
Yes,
Made
guest
us-
star.
everybody
I guest
feel,
starred on every episode I
we
did.
were
Because
part.
Howard wouldn't pay you money.
That's right.
To
Would
be
he
a
give me
regular.
contract?
Oh, that bounced.
That's right. How many seasons did you do, Edie? You
Did I do two?
I think you did too.
Yeah,
And then-
right
and then-
at the end of the second season, I finished the wedding
Right.
scene,
Which is so much fun.
and then
love that
got in
show.
my car and drove to Sony. I did my first episode of the Valerie Show with Valerie Harper.
That's right.
I
And then
remember.
the Hogans. Then it turned out to be
Yeah.
the Hogans after.
And
Yeah.
So
Howard
we had 4 years of that.
and Howard tried to replace you. Well,
With Alice Ghostley.
with Alice Ghostly.